Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, That Shift Happens, and today we're going to be trying to figure out what's making the god-awful crackling static noise that seems to be coming from my head unit. So I've got my two tools, I've got my trim remover tool and my T20 screwdriver, which I actually bought recently because I have no tools. And we're trying to be an independent car girl over here. So, without babbling on even more, let's get started. So, as I have no camera person here today, I'm going to have to do this with you just sat there like that, so hope you're comfortable. Now I need to get this bit off, so you get your trim remover tool. You've got to be very careful because there's little clips in here that if done the wrong if done the wrong way, the clips will snap and you don't want that. So that's one side. So when you get one off, you should be able to just go round the rest of it, and then they should, I say this, they should pop out. There we are. My lord. Obviously going to have to edit bits out. Right, so we're going to remove that like so. See, looks like one of these clips is actually already broken, which explains why one of them, do you know what, it isn't broken, it's been, well, it's a bit out of shape, let's put it that way. So we got the trim off, and now we're going to use the T20 screwdriver to get all the little screws out. So give me a minute or two and I'll get these out. Now all the screws are out, so now it's time to take the head unit out itself. Now, I've never done anything like this before, so please don't shout at me if I'm doing anything wrong. Let's have a look, shall we? It'd be helpful if I could actually get the thing out. Nothing's ever just simple, is it? Right. Is that noise again? That noise annoys me. So because this is an import, the original one that came with it, everything was in Japanese. So the guy who had this before me, he wanted to still stick with OEM. So he bought this unit to basically stick with the OEM, but it's so basic. There is no Bluetooth, nothing like that. So yeah, we're looking to see, and I have no idea what I'm looking at, but I was hoping that I would see something that might cause me to think, that might be what's causing the crackling noise. But I'm not seeing anything. Probably shouldn't put it like that. We've got a little bit here. So if I take that out, seems to be, I mean, there's things here that are like sealed off, but there's little clips that essentially allow you to take things out. So I'm just going to take it all out and see if I can could it be this fuse? Not even going to try and pull that out. Do you know what? I'm not positive that this is going to be something that I'm able to do. So I think what we do is we just maybe wait until I've got the head unit because that will really... That's switching on. That will really tell me if it's the head unit or if it's something else, essentially. So what I want to do is I actually want to show you, or get you to listen to, should I say, the sound that it actually makes. That's my service. And see if you can hear the noise that I'm going on about. So let me switch this on. Can you hear that? It is a god-awful static noise. And quite frankly, it annoys the absolute hell out of me when I'm driving. So I personally don't know what it is. Whether anyone else on here is listening to this and going, I know exactly what that is. If you could give me some advice, is it something I can do myself? Or is this going to be something that a new head unit will fix? Or is it something that goes, hey up, nearly lost that. Is it something that goes further in? Like, is there something that's not like an earth cable, or I don't know, you want to get all technical with it. It's tricky because I want to be able to do things myself, and I really am trying, but it would help if I actually knew what each of those wires were and what they did, what their responsibilities are in this head unit. Because, yeah, it might be something obvious, it might be something easy that I can do. So let me know. Now I'm going to try and get this back on. This is always fun. We've got a clip there. Try and get the rest of it in. I really love when things click into place. There we go. Nope, there we go. There we go. So yeah, let me know what you think, because I personally don't have a clue. I literally just watched that back, and yeah, I cringe at myself sometimes as to how I don't know even the basics of things. But that didn't quite go to plan. But so that's not all we have for this video. I also, God help me, I have some lights to change. Not the headlights. It's not time for that just yet. They're a bit pricey. But the Footwell lights. I've got blue, I've left them inside. Blue little lights that go in the Footwell, because at the moment they're like a yellow colour. I'll show you that in a minute. And I think it would be cool to just have some blue in the car because, well, the car's blue. Therefore, we got blue theme. So bear with me. I'm going to go and get the lights and then we'll get started. So this is what the lights currently look like. So as you can see, they're very orange. So let's change that. Now, only I would want to do this when there's a storm outside. So it's very windy. But anyway, these are the lights. Nothing much. They're just off eBay. Couple quid and you get 10 in a bag. Is that 10? I think so. At the moment, we're only doing the Footwell lights, and I'm not sure how this is going to go on camera because they're in a very awkward position. So I'll try my best to do a how-to. I don't even know how to, so we're going to learn how to. We're going to learn on the go, because that's how we do it on this channel, apparently. So let's give this one a go. Now, you can't see me, but that's fine. You don't need to see me. You don't need to see my face. So I think what we're going to start with is we're just going to get the light out. I'm not really sure how. Yeah. It would really help if I had my camera person here right now. I feel like I'm going to have to actually hang upside down to get into the Footwell because I don't understand how I'm supposed to access it. It's right there, but it's really, really tricky and in a really awkward position. And I don't actually know how to take the bit out to change the light. It looks different from what I've seen online. So you're going to have to bear with me while I figure it out. If anyone sees me from outside, they're going to have questions. It's quite comfy, actually. Okay, so I have looked, and the reason why I thought it didn't look right was because the driver's side actually does look different to the passenger side. So I'm going to try. I don't think I'm going to be able to film it, which is the sad thing. I kind of wanted to do a bit of a how-to, but because I'm learning as well, I thought I'd document it. I want to start documenting everything I do with my car. So I'm going to use my tool, and I'm going to try and get the light out. Wish me luck. Once I've got it out, I will show you. Okay, so I had to do the passenger side because the driver's side was difficult. So the light looks like that, but somehow one of these little bulbs goes into it. So I'm going to try and figure that out now. Okay, so it's the following day. This video has very quickly become a how not to instead of a how to. So I fit the bulb yesterday. It was very difficult. It took probably about an hour, and the bulb decided to come loose while the light was on, so the car won't start. And when I say it won't start, I'll show you. This happens. Okay, so from that, I would immediately think it was the battery. However, I found it quite convenient that it was after I tried to change a bulb. So I think silly little me has blown a fuse. Now, after Googling, we found out it's the fuse box that's in here. So what we did, where's the little gap? We took off the cover, and you can see there's little fuses in there. So if I pull this out, as you can see, the prongs are burnt. But actually looking at that, it hasn't actually... Is there a break in there? There isn't, is there?
No.
Okay. Well, I think we should change it, and we'll see if this resolves the issue. I'm just going to check one of the other fuses. That looks the same, doesn't it? I'm starting to think this might not be a fuse problem. Okay, so I'm going to replace 2 fuses because I've got a pack of 10. 1. 2. Make sure they're in. I'm not convinced now. Oh, my fuses are falling off. Oh, God. So now we're going to see if the car starts. I'm not convinced. Can you hear that?
What's that? What's flashing then?
I don't know. So, fuse change did not fix the problem. I was really positive at first that it would fix the issue. Now we're thinking, because I've checked all the other fuses and they're all fine, we're now thinking because when I'm trying to switch on the ignition, there is a ticking sound coming from the engine bay. And when you Google that, it basically says drained battery. Now, I don't know if it's just coincidence that maybe the battery is gone and I need a new one, or if, well, I don't really know the other option, or I've just drained it somehow. So I think the next step is to maybe try and jump start the car. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go and find someone to do that. So a few hours has passed, and I didn't film it because, well, I forgot. But my brother-in-law very kindly came out with a jump lead machine. We jump started the car, and as you can see, it's driving. So I had a flat battery, as we did suspect, but it's all about process of elimination. So wasn't a fuse, not that we're aware of, but it's the battery for some reason drained, and obviously the car didn't start. Now whether it's linked to the light bulb change, we don't actually know, but what we can say is that the light still doesn't work. So I put the old bulb back in, and yet again doesn't work. So that's a separate issue in itself, and I don't have a solution for that yet. But what we think might have happened when the bulb came loose is maybe something was shorted and might just need replacing. It could be the wiring, which I'm really hoping it's not, because that might get a bit confusing. I hate these roads. Or it could be that the actual module itself actually needs to be replaced. We've looked online and those modules are really easy to get. They're only, well, they're below a tenner, so we could try changing that, and if we have no luck with that, then it's probably going to need someone to look at it who's got a lot more knowledge than me, because I don't have any, clearly. But yeah, most important thing is we got the car running, and from what I gather, the battery seems to be okay. I did take it to Halfords for them to test it. They told me the battery was good, but then they said it's hard to get an accurate reading because it's just been jump started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it again tomorrow and pray that the car switches on. If not, probably a replacement battery. So I'm going to document each thing that happens to sort of keep you up to date for anyone that likes watching it. So yeah, for now we're driving and the car seems happy. Tomorrow we'll be able to see whether it switches on or not. So until the next video, I'll see you next time.